Hey y'all, I am back, and I'm back with a lunch. So, today I decided that I wanted to have a sandwich. The problem is that there's a lot of problems going on with the cold cuts, such as the boar's head and listeria outbreak. So with that happening, I decided not to buy boar's head, obviously, and I didn't buy anything from the deli counter. We went and got Oscar Mayer, as well as I have Hillshire Farm one in there as well, the turkey only. I was skeptical, so we're like, maybe if the packaged ones might be better than the actual deli, because we like sandwiches. Hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches, sandwiches. So I got this multi-grain bread from Amazon Fresh. I have this beautiful mesquite turkey breast and some lettuce, mayo, cheese. Now, my husband went to the store yesterday because we barbecued a little bit, so we couldn't figure out which cheese we wanted. He came back with two cheeses, regular and pepper jack. So I have regular on one side and pepper jack on the other, but a little bit of the regular kind of go out on that side because this bread is huge. I have a sandwich, it's fine. I ordered barbecue kettle chips from Amazon. I guess they were out, so they sent me these. So we're gonna try these. I don't want that on. Now these pepperoncinis, I'm guessing that's the peppers, the yellow ones that come in the can, the jar. I can't tell you. It doesn't feel like very pepperoncini. It's not a strong flavor. The aftertaste in the back is a little strong. But as you're gradually eating them, they taste a little okay. I mean, they're not like pepperoncini. They're like, yeah, pepperoncini. They over there playing in the pool, throwing their balls around. So since they're back there having fun, I'm having lunch. So I've been going through some things lately with people. I know who I am. I know that I have made mistakes in my life. I know that I'm not always 100% right on things. I also know that sometimes I could have an attitude or say things the wrong way. Not saying that like I mean them that way, but I will say something that means something else, but people will take it as the way I said it because I didn't say it correctly. I know I can do that. I know I have those issues. I have been working on myself every day. Mentally, physically, I'm speaking to God, I'm praying with my husband, like, I'm getting myself together as a grown woman. I need to get myself together mentally, physically. I'm working on my physical and everything, emotionally. So I know when I'm right and I know when I'm wrong. So, that kettle cook gives you such a crunch. So I know I'm not a bad friend. Sometimes I can be an introvert. Like, I used to be a huge extrovert. I used to be outside all the time, partying, playing, hanging out. And then somewhere along the lines, something happened. My sister passed away. I started to like disconnect from the world and turn. So with me being an introvert, I started being like inside a lot. My anxiety goes up. I get nervous. I get shaky. Like, it's just a lot of emotionals with me. So sometimes I don't feel like going outside, or sometimes I'm like not mentally okay to go outside, like just like everyone else. So there was a particular person who I was friends with, and I was having like a bad day. I was supposed to go hang out with them. I was having a bad day. They called me. We had a conversation. I let them know that I wasn't having like a good mental space that day, and instead of having a conversation, there was none. It was blaming me. So I initially took that as, you know what, God is telling me that if I'm not okay and my friends don't know I'm not okay, or they do know and they don't care, then why are they my friends? Click. So I had another friend who happened to just go to the same place that I happened to go on the same day. And I was there with my family, and she was there with her kids. She had said something to my husband about me and my body, and I was not around. I went to the car to grab something. She sat next to my husband at the table, and she decided to say something about my body and everything like that. So I took that as like, you're not my friends, period, because you didn't bring it up to me, and my husband didn't say anything to me because he knew I would overreact in front of all the, well, not overreact, he knew I would have a reaction in front of the kids. And to be smart, he waited until we left, and then he told me, so that way I knew what type of friend I had. So my husband waited till we got in the car. He turned to me, he said, babe, I'm going to tell you this, but don't go crazy. I just want you to know so you can decide mentally how to handle it. Your friend came over to the table, sat down, started a random conversation about your body, said certain things about your body, and I want you to be aware. My mind. Word? I bet. What came out of my mouth was, really? That's not the first time she tried to have a conversation with you. This is just the first time she had a conversation with you about me. The first time, she had a conversation with you about her husband and what he's not doing and what she sees you doing. That was my red flag already. Anyway, so I decided to turn to that person, let them know I do not want to be friends because of this reason, and this is how I feel. I know on both of these occasions I was correct. I did nothing wrong to these people at this time. I didn't have no arguments, nothing. I didn't do anything wrong at this point. At this point, I knew the first person I told I was having a mental issue and nobody cared about it. The second person just came out of nowhere and did some shit. Like, there was nothing that was, like, wrong that day. She just popped up, sat down, started hanging out and talking. We were waiting to go inside the place that we were at, so it was like, why the fuck, out of random, did you come out of nowhere and say something? And then about me at that, and I'm supposed to be your friend. I don't like people anymore. So, my best bet is to continue being an introvert, because this is why I don't like outside. This is why I don't like the world. This is why I love to eat and hang out at home and be with my husband and my children and be in my safe space, because the anxiety and the way that people treat other people, especially in this society, and mind you, these people that did this shit to me are almost 10 years older than me, if not 10 years older than me. So it like fucks with your mental, and you don't know how to deal. And it's like sometimes you don't want to even just open your eyes and say hi to anybody except for your husband and kids, because it's like, what outcome will you get from that? Because I don't want to be friends with you, y'all gonna talk shit. That's what's happening now. So what's the point? I just want y'all to understand to be safe, smart, and worry about your family that you created. Because we're blood family, even, or adopted family, sometimes that don't even stick. So stay safe, be smart, and I'll be back with more stories soon. Have a great day.